Good afternoon and welcome to TV Sapienza News Hour. My name is Oluchi Ojo-Bamidele. The news. Anambra State Commissioner of Police, Dr. Urutugu, has confirmed that key suspect connected to the kidnapper mother of Justice Azoka, a member of the Anambra State House of Assembly, remains in police custody. Speaking during a press briefing held at the command's headquarters in Oka yesterday, he reassured the public that efforts are underway to recapture two of the suspects who escaped during police operation. He addressed the circumstances surrounding the escape of Ikeme Funosai from Delta State and Chinedu Okoli from Imo State, stating that they were not the principal actors in the crime but rather served as drivers for other criminal gangs. He addressed the circumstances surrounding the escape, and the commissioner, however, confirmed that disciplinary actions have been initiated against officers whose negligence may have contributed to the security breach. Dr. Urutugu reaffirmed the Anambra State Command's commitment to maintaining public safety in collaboration with other security agencies and local vigilante groups, urging community to remain vigilant and cooperate with law enforcement by providing any information that could facilitate ongoing investigations. Federal government has announced plans to cancel the visa on arrival policy. The Minister of Interior, Oluchi Ojo, who made the announcement during the ceremony of a week-long capacity building training for personnel of the Nigerian Immigration Service, and said the federal government will introduce landing and exit cards which prospective visitors will prefill before coming into the country in place of the visa on arrival policy. Tunji Ojo emphasized the need to harmonize the immigration data center and have integrated solution for decisions that has to do with immigration into Nigeria. He explained that such harmonization will make it impossible for approvals to be given to visitors without the clearance of Interpol, the criminal record system, and all background check agencies. A former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has commended the Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke for going ahead to conduct the local government elections in the state. In a post on his official X handle today, Atiku called for a peaceful, hitch-free election and urged security agencies and electoral officials to perform their duties with the highest responsibility to the public. Earlier, the federal government, through the Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, and the Nigerian Police Force, has called for the suspension of the election in the state based on credible intelligence ahead. In a statement by the Force Public Relations Officer Muyiwa Adejobi, the police said the planned election should be cancelled and not held in the state. However, the Osun State government rejected the security advice from the Nigerian Police Force, saying that the police are pursuing partisan interests rather than obeying court orders and working against the rule of law. The head of the Civil Service of the Federation, DD Esther Wilson Jack, has reaffirmed the Nigerian government's dedication to a seamless retirement process for civil servants. Speaking at the second edition of the Ministries, Departments and Agencies Executive Prospective Retirees Conference, Mrs. Wilson Jack emphasized that the initiative is to ensure that civil servants remain productive, empowered and prepared for fulfilling lives after retirement. She outlined several pre-retirement programs designed to equip civil servants for post-service, such as agropreneurship, business startup and entrepreneurship program, stressing the importance of proactive retirement planning, covering areas like understanding benefits, financial planning, health and wellness, and the golden rules of retirement. The head of the civil service encouraged retirees to remain active through entrepreneurship, consultancy, volunteering, and other meaningful pursuits, highlighting government support initiatives for retirees, including affordable housing, health insurance, cooperative societies, and reintegration training. The lawmaker representing Kogi Central in the National Assembly, Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan, has revealed that there are moves to suspend her following her recent outbursts in the National Assembly. Senator Akpoti Uduaghan made this disclosure during an interview, alleged that IFES are already in motion to suspend her over Thursday plenary session. Akpotiuduaghan also said that she had endured various forms of harassment and maltreatment in the Red Chamber, but are choosing not to speak out. Recall that Akpotiuduaghan clashed with the Senate leadership over a sitting arrangement dispute in the Red Chamber on Thursday, leading Senator Akpabio to eventually direct the sergeant-at-arms to remove her from the chamber. We will take a short break. When we get back, we'll make a return to the news. Welcome back to the news. The Minister of State for Health, Dr. Isiaq Salako, has said that President Bola Tinubu remains committed to providing adequate and qualitative health care delivery for all Nigerians. Dr. Salako disclosed that part of the federal government's plan to tackle the challenge of brain drain in the health sector is to recruit more health professionals to aid qualitative health care delivery to Nigeria. He also gave the assurance that the government is engaging with Nigerian health workers in UK, US, Ireland, amongst others, to leverage their expertise and rich exposure to improve the health sector development in the country. The minister disclosed this on Friday during his tour of the federal government health facilities in Ogun State. He noted that to mitigate the Jabwa syndrome, the government is expanding its capacity to employ more health workers and has been given the green light by Tinubu to recruit more health workers to address the shortage of manpower in the health sector. Salako further appealed to the state government to demonstrate the Mental Health Act at the state level to expand access to mental health care for residents of the state. The Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) has called for the stability in its leadership, stressing that frequent changes to its boards disrupt development efforts and hinder the execution of critical projects in the region. This was one of the key resolutions reached at the NDDC 2025 Board and Management Strategic Retreat held in Ikeja, Lagos State. In a communique issued in the end of the retreat, the Commission emphasized the need for consistency in leadership, noting that board changes violate the NDDC Act and negative impact on the Commission's effectiveness. The communique also stated that the NDDC board management agreed on proper integration between the Commission and member states in the region to ensure that projects are completed and aligned in the needs of the regions. The British High Commission in Nigeria has welcomed 191 Nigerian scholars who completed their studies in the United Kingdom through the Chevening and Commonwealth scholarships. The Commission hosted welcome ceremonies in Abuja and Lagos State to celebrate the return of the Nigerians, to celebrate the honored 44 Chevening scholars and 147 Commonwealth scholars who pursued various degrees, masters, PhD and fellowship programs in the UK. At the ceremony, British Deputy High Commissioner Johnny Baxter commended the scholars for their hard work and dedication, urging them to use their new knowledge, skills and experiences to benefit their communities and the country as a whole. He encouraged them to collaborate, challenge themselves, and continue striving for excellence. The Chevening and Commonwealth scholarships awarded annually by the UK government recognize individuals who have demonstrated the commitment and skills necessary to drive positive change in their communities and sectors. President Bola Tinubu has approved the relocation of 29 correctional centers across the nation in its efforts to modernize the nation's custodial facilities. The Minister of Interior, Dr. Oluchi Ojo, stated this during the commissioning of 39 newly acquired vehicles and 5 bullet-resistant guard boots for the Nigerian Correctional Service in Abuja yesterday. Tunji Ojo noted that many of the existing correctional facilities, such as those in Suleja, Niger State, and Ikoyi, Lagos State, were established in the 19th century and are outdated. He insisted that there is urgent need for modernization to improve the conditions for both correctional officers and inmates, noting that the relocation was part of a larger plan to address the infrastructural challenges that have hindered the effectiveness of the correctional system. In his address, the Acting Controller General of the Corrections, Sylvester Nwakuche, expressed his commitment and excitement about the new acquisitions, which include specialized vehicles for transporting inmates to and from court. Let's go on a break. When we get back, we'll move to the foreign scene. Welcome back to the rest of the news. Ghana is battling with a worsening cholera outbreak, reporting that thousands infected and over 50 dead initially emerging in the Greater Accra region. The bacterial disease has now spread to the central, western, Ashanti and eastern regions. As of February 16, and over 6,100 cases and 51 deaths have been recorded, placing immense strain on the country's healthcare system. The medical superintendent of Winneba Government Hospital, Dr. Douglas Amposa, said despite the severity of the crisis, intensified response efforts, including vaccination, enhanced surveillance and public awareness campaigns, are beginning to yield fruit. Health authorities have also ramped up surveillance, rapid diagnosis, and environmental assessment to curb the outbreak, adding that cholera treatment centers have been established and nearly 854,000 people in high-risk areas have received oral vaccination. President Donald Trump has fired top U.S. military officer General Charles C.Q. Brown on Friday as part of a major shakeup of the armed forces leadership. Trump, however, offered no explanation for Brown's dismissal less than 2 years into his 4-year term as chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, which follows sweeping layoffs of federal workers and moves to dismantle government institutions just a month into the president's second term. Brown had been nominated to the top military role by the Democratic President Joe Biden and became only the second black person to hold the position. Following Trump's announcement on Brown, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said he is seeking a replacement for Admiral Lisa Franchetti, the first woman to serve as a top U.S. naval officer. Trump thanked Brown for his over 40 years of service in the country in a post on his social media Truth social platform, describing him as a fine gentleman and an outstanding leader. Brown has commanded a fighter squadron and 2 fighter wings, as well as U.S. Air Forces under the Central Command and Indo-Pacific Command. He has served as Joint Chief Chairman since October 2023. And now to the world of sports, where the Nigerian senior men's basketball team, the Tigers, are gearing up for a crucial 2025 Afro-Basket qualifier against host Libya in a bid to secure a ticket for the tournament. The Tigers, who are stacked with a roster of talented players, are aiming to assert into dominance on the continental stage. A win will bolster its chance of picking a ticket to the Afro-Basket Championship taking place in Côte d'Ivoire. However, they face a determined Libyan side playing on their home court, fueled by national pride and the support of his passionate fans. The match promises to be a high-stakes battle between both teams vying to secure a spot. With the Nigerians needing to win at least 2 of his games, the boys have remained upbeat about recording great results in the second window of the qualifiers. Still, in the world of sports, the Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) has commended the level of organization prowess exhibited and the quality of competitiveness among the clubs featuring in the ongoing 2024-2025 President Federation Cup. NFL strategic partner of the Federation Cup GTI Assessment Management Trust Limited also hailed the clubs that registered for this year's competition for exhibiting high level of discipline at the state finals and expected to be concluded this weekend. PM is the head of media and publicity GTI, Andrew Edekoba, encouraged the contending teams to uphold the spirit of fair play. Meanwhile, some finalists that have emerged in the men and women categories for the PFC state finals will be decided this weekend. To wrap it up on the news, a reminder of our headlines. The Anambra State Commissioner of Police, Dr. Ikoyo Rutugu, has confirmed that key suspects connected to the kidnap and murder of the late Justice Azoka, a member of the State House of Assembly in Anambra State, remains in police custody. And Ghana is battling with a worsening cholera outbreak, reporting that thousands infected and over 50 dead. And in the world of sports, the Tigers, Nigerian senior men basket team, the Tigers are gearing up for a crucial 2025 Afro Basket qualifier against host Libya in a bid to secure a ticket for the tournament. On behalf of the technical and editorial crew, I am Oluchi Ojo-Bamidele saying thank you for being here with us on TV Sapientia. Bye for now.